There he is. First one in the new boat, baby. Let's go.
Larry catches the biggest bass.
Big video today, guys. When I first started this channel, I started off 100% as a bank angler. Growing up, we never had bass boats, kayaks, anything. We did all of our fishing from the bank, whether that was for crappie, catfish, brim. Didn't really do a whole bunch of bass fishing growing up, but did a little bit as I started to get older. You know, before I turned like 13, might have went a few times to try to catch a few bass. Pretty much started this channel, no kayak, no nothing. Just 100% Mac and Charlie bank fishing. Wherever I could get in, whether I had to jump a gate, crawl under a fence, knock on somebody's door, you know, buddies' houses, I did all bank fishing. Then eventually, about a year into the channel, I was able to get a kayak from Old Town. Super thankful, super fortunate for that. Did a whole bunch of fishing from that. That has just kind of grown throughout the channel. I feel like a lot of people recognize me for kayak stuff, say they like kayak stuff, or worm making, which I used to do a whole bunch of that back in 2020. There wasn't nothing else to do, so I had to do that. Did a little bit of kayak stuff, did the bank stuff, and I really got to a point where the kayak is fun and all, but I'm like 6'2", I'm not like the biggest guy in the world, but I don't know, I enjoyed the kayak stuff, but I kind of started to get to a point where it's like, I want a boat. This isn't really cutting it. I have nice kayaks, but in the kayak or John boat debate, for some of the kayaks that I got, I just would rather have a boat, if I'm being honest. Don't get me wrong, we're still going to do a whole bunch of kayak stuff. They're good for the river. There's some places that boats just can't go, but we finally did it. I've said I wanted to do bank fishing exclusively for like 2 years, kayak and bank fishing for like 2-3 years, and then eventually get a boat. This is year 5 on the channel, so like right in line with my plan. The Lord has blessed us with a boat, and it is nothing crazy. We're not going to be able to go 70 miles an hour down a river, but I don't need to do that, because if I had that capability, it might not be good. But I'm going to show you all the boat now. I'm super thankful for it. We've probably put, I think this will be 2 weeks of having the boat this week, and I'll probably put at least like 48 to 72 hours in the boat already of just fishing time. I've went out on it just about every day. It's probably like 3 days in those past 2 weeks. We haven't been killing the water on this boat. So we're gonna look at it together. We did some fishing in today's video. We cleaned it up. We did a whole bunch of stuff. Greg actually was nice enough to go with me to meet the guy 2 hours away with the boat. Mr. Anthony, if you're watching this, shout out to you. And we are, yeah, proud owners of a new boat. So here we go. All right, guys, so here it is. We have a Tracker Grizzly 1548 Sportsman. Number one question, I'll go ahead and address it. Why doesn't it have an outboard on it? I traded this John boat straight up. I wouldn't even call it a John boat. I think this is like a baseline, like lowest tier bass boat, more so than a John boat. But basically this had an outboard on it. The guy sold the outboard, traded me the boat without the outboard, which I'm not super worried about. It's only rated for up to a 25 horse, which I think gives you like 25 to 30 mile an hour. It's my first boat. I'm not really that concerned with being able to rip 50, 60, 70 mile an hour across the lake. More power is always good, because I don't want to say I can't be reckless, but I do fish a lot. I don't like to be told no when it comes to fishing, like, oh, you can't go anywhere. So, you know, a bigger motor would probably be nice, but also as like, this will be like a learning boat for me of just like the basics of boating. And I honestly think I know this boat's still new and it's still fresh, but I really do think I'll probably have this boat for the rest of my life. But yeah, first question out of the gate, where's the outboard? We don't have one yet, but that does not mean that it's not coming. It's coming soon. So from the time you watch Greg and I clean the boat and everything, we've done a little bit of stuff to it. Number one, I am super thankful that it came with a good trailer and don't have to do any, you know, extra work. Comes with a pin. Never had a trailer with a pin. No, that might not be the safest thing, but we have a pin now. Got good cables for your safety 4-pin connector. Nice winch. Boat winches up nice. It is definitely made for a outboard and gas tank weight to be in the back of the boat. It's hard to get the boat to come up over the trailer like this, over the roller, without all the weight in the back. So normally, like, I've been out with somebody most of the time when I'm out on it. So it is nice to have somebody in the back of the boat just to have a little bit more weight up there to get it up on the trailer. It can be done by itself, and luckily it is light enough that it can be moved around on the trailer once it's up here. Came with this little, I guess what, 8 inch little light bar. This is a 101 pound thrust Minn Kota 4-Trex trolling motor. In pretty good condition. It is probably an older trolling motor. Doesn't have spot lock, but does have the continuous mode on it. So that is nice. 30 is your sweet spot, like if you're not trying to be in rocket mode, but you put it in 100, you better have it straight, because 100, I mean, this boat probably goes at least 6 or 7 miles an hour with it on 100. We have 4 little T's or whatever these things are called on the boat to put your little dock line. So a little one that I got from that Bass Pro Shop return pallet that I got. One cool thing about this boat, especially me making videos, is it has this VersaTrack system, that little rail that you see over there. It's also on this side right here. That little track system runs from the front of the boat all the way to the back. So you can mount cup holders, camera mounts. I want to get like the rod buckle, the retractable rod strap, so I don't have to drill into the deck of the boat, because I do have some upgrades I want to do to it first. You can just put that up there, and then you will have to, you know, drill your little connection where the latch will go. But, you know, that is pretty nice to have up here. And then we got it on both sides. So, you know, me and a buddy, whoever, most of the time I'm filming with people that also make videos, so we have places to put cameras. Next, right here, we have little drainage holes down here, but I just stick scissors and pliers down in them just so they're quick and easy to access. But yeah, 36 volt 40 amp hour battery. You know, on my kayaks I run 160 amp hour batteries, and I can go, you know, 3 full days if I fish for 8 hours a day and not have to charge them. But this one right here, I've taken out probably 4 or 5 times before I had a charger. The boat didn't come with the trolling motor battery charger, and I took a whole bunch of trips before I even ordered one. The battery got down to like 16% after 4 or 5 trips. And I mean, they're probably all, you know, they're all evening or morning trips, so probably 4 to 5 hours of fishing. But we got a lot of time in the boat before we had to charge that battery. So definitely gonna do some like big water stuff. Like my first trip that I want to take is to Guntersville in October, just to, you know, go experience that. I have a world-class fishery that I haven't gotten to spend a whole bunch of time on within 2 hours of the house. So that's going to be the test of that battery for, you know, a week and see how it does. Probably have to charge it every day, but we'll see. This is your rod storage over here. There's 3 tubes, and if you know anything about these Tracker Grizzlies, it only holds like a 6.5, maybe 7 foot rod. So this is just going to be tackle storage, and I'll just keep the rods in the bed of my truck, or, you know, let me get a buckle up here to buckle the rods down while we are on the water. So this is going to be tackle storage. We can fit 6 3700 size boxes, and then you can fit 2 3600 size boxes. I'm gonna switch sides and show you the other side. So that's supposed to be your rod locker from the factory, and then this side, this is a gun box, and it's actually removable. Before I got the boat, I was thinking about extending the casting deck a little bit right here, but after fishing out of it, I think it's plenty of room. I mean, you have a lot of room side to side. This is a 1548. And I mean, I think it's ample for right now. This right here is your removable gun box, and I have outfitted it with soft plastic. So we have worms and flukes, creature baits, generals, crawls, and Ned rigs. I have a little bit of room for one more box bag right here. But these are just those little 3500, like 3600. I'm not really sure what size. They're kind of like a weird in between size. Little weekend series bags or day series bags. I've used these in the past just to keep soft plastics in, and that's how I'm going to keep all my soft plastics in the boat. Especially, you know, I go out 4 or 5 days a week, just so I don't have to put new tackle in the boat. I think I'm gonna just kind of keep it, you know, rigged out like a bass boat would be. And then we keep scale. We have a little fish counter. I haven't been keeping up with this as good as I should be. I probably have about 15 to 20 fish out of the boat. Got some more scissors, some more pliers. Then I ordered like a little fish measuring scale, so like when we fish the Bibb County tournaments, we have something to record our length on, and I'll got some tackle boxes to put over there so I can load that side out with tackle. All right, there is that. And then, like I said earlier, got VersaTrack system running down the sides on both sides. This is our little switch panel. We have navigation lights, just the pole drop-in navigation lights. And we have a big, you know, your 360 white light that goes in the back. Back here, we have our bilge pump right here. So all it does is just shoot water out of the side of the boat if it rains in the boat, or, you know, you get some water in the back of it, whatever it may be. Got a nice little bilge, so don't have to worry about anything on the water. Be ready for good long days. Got a little 12-volt cigarette outlet right there. 12-volt bow, I think that's for, there's another cigarette outlet up there. And then just got a whole bunch of empty panels right here. Got more drain plugs right here. Then you have a little battery tray, some more storage for, you know, whatever you want to put back in there. The outboard will eventually go, but right now Greg was nice enough to loan me one of his Tiller trolling motors. And we got the 160 amp hour amped outdoors lithium, what I used to use to power my kayak. So first thing, upgrade wise, that I want to do is definitely going to be the EVA foam because it is hot. It's an aluminum boat. It's going to be hot. Next is going to be fish finders mounted in the front. I would like to have 2 up there. I really don't need to because this is a 1548. Just for the spirit of having 2. I want 2 in the front and then like 1 back here, and I can just use a 9 because this one will just be for mapping like while I'm running, or if I want to, you know, make a waypoint, I see something that looks cool. That's probably what this fish finder in the back will be for. I'm gonna stand up because my butt is burnt. Love a dual graph setup like up here, so you can just kind of see what you're doing. And then one in the back, like I said, I'm not like a super, you know, I don't want a whole bunch of cup holders and every single accessory that's made for a boat. I don't want it in this boat. But I would, the 3 things that I said is definitely the 3 things that I want to do. Also, if we're gonna talk about content, because this is the fun, exciting thing about this boat for me. Ooh. All right, so since this is what it is, it's nothing too fancy. I want to take care of it, but also at the same time, I want us to have fun out of it and make some cool videos out of it. All right, so I have some like really fire video ideas in my head, some that I'm not going to tell you, but I want to get your opinion on some of them, and then we're going to get into the fishing. We'll stop talking about it because we have so much fishing stuff that y'all need to see out of this boat, and that's probably what y'all care about. That's what I would care about if I was watching this. So first idea, 1 week long Guntersville trip. All I'm going to do is fish morning and evening. And just try to go catch fish on a frog, flip, spinnerbait, chatterbait, just big old nasty fun. All right, two, frog gigging. Pretty self-explanatory. This boat I can pretty much do anything out of, and I would really love to go frog gigging out of. I haven't frog gigged since high school. I've never been on like good bullfrogs, and this is my way to find big bullfrogs. So 2, frog gigging, that's high up on the list. Second, we get the outboard. That might be one of the first videos we try to go and film, is going to go find somewhere with some good bullfrogs to make a frog gigging video for y'all. 3, jug lines for catfish. I've always thought that was super cool. And then just being able to do it in the morning, go fish, and then come back and check them. I think that'd be something cool and enjoyable. Then we get to make the jugs. We can do that with Leo also. Alligator hunt. Alabama does alligator tags now, and I think that Greg and I going on an alligator hunt out of this boat would be pretty epic. So alligator hunt. I know these are all such good ideas. You're like, whoa. All right, next we got deer hunting. Obviously, deer season's coming up. I think this year after like October, November passes, guys, I don't think I'm gonna do any fishing content. I'm gonna just do all hunting stuff. Next one, squirrel hunting. Same kind of in that deer hunting space. Duck hunt. I want to do an Asian carp tournament. They do those where you can like just, it's all about what you bring in. It doesn't matter how you get them, whether it's a net, a shotgun, or however. So Asian carp tournament sounds fun. And then I've been following that guy on TikTok that did the Great Loop, where you go like from the Mississippi and then into the Gulf, and then you go in the Atlantic and then like up through the Great Lakes and whatnot. I really want to do that. That may or may not ever happen, but I think it would be fun. And we're just going to leave that at that. And yeah, so with that being said, if there's anything that y'all think I should do out of the boat, any recommendations, if you have one of these or just have a bass boat in general, like, hey, this is something that you need, something you need to look out for, please let me know down below in the comments. If you can't tell, I'm over the moon, super ecstatic, and I'm super excited to be able to finally share this with y'all because it's been like a long time of like, man, I want a boat, and we finally have something we can fish out of, and I can take people on, and we can both fish comfortably out of, instead of taking people on kayaks that have never fished out of a kayak before, because there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. So with that being said, I'm going to shut up, and we are going to show the fishing portion of today's video. I am over the moon. Thank y'all so much. I'm thankful for everything. Like, without y'all, none of this is possible. So shout out to y'all. I really appreciate it, and let's get to fishing. All right, boys. Woo, woo. This isn't safe. We're on the side of the interstate. Greg lost a rod and a reel, or actually 2. We found a reel and looking for a rod now. So it just flew out of the boat. Yeah, well, I only saw one, but I feel like there was another one on down here though. Like, I feel like we hadn't came underneath the bridge yet when we saw the first one. All right, boys, well, we were on the way to go fish for the John Boat's maiden voyage. Now we're on the side of the interstate because we lost a rod and reel. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Something fun always happens every time we go fish. So we found a piece of the reel, looking for the other one now. This is insane.
You know, one thing I didn't do when we got the boat is even look at the trailer, but looks, it appears to be good. Bunk's kind of loose. That one is too, but not too bad. I mean, it looks good, looks new. I think the boat's 2018, or I know it is 2018. So. All right, you ready? 1, 2. Let's slide right here. Take my phone out my pocket just in case. I'm just jumping, okay?
Yeah.
Say it again. Yeah. The weight. Alrighty, boys. Yeah. How does it feel? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna take us out here. Dang, this is kind of cool. Feels good. Just ready to see the first fish come in it. Be caught. Get up in this boat. Yeah, boys, it was crazy. We were driving down 65 and I just, looked behind me, just kind of looking, as you do when you drive and you pull something. And as I'm looking behind me, there's just this, there's a stick like flying through the air, and the car beside me behind us swerves. Like, I wonder what that could have been. And of course I come to my senses and I'm like, oh, that was probably a fishing rod. Because all I saw was the rod. It was upside down, the tip was down, the reel was up. And I mean, we found it, but in the greatest shape.
Found what was left there.
Yeah. So did find the rod sock. Rod sock was fine. So very interesting trip here. I will say that it's the first time. I wonder if like the rod socks like caught wind, or like air got up underneath the rod socks and picked them up. And this feels good. I was thinking I want to like extend the pedestal or the front deck right here, but it has decent room on it. And it's only the 15 foot. Like they make a 15, is that you?
Yeah.
They make a 15, a 16, a 17, a 18. I'm pretty sure they make these boats in all sizes. And I was kind of going back in my mind on back and forth if I wanted to extend the front deck. But I mean, it feels pretty spacious. Like, I mean, you give it one good hook set, you can step to the side more so than, to the back. Definitely probably will fall off that at some point when we take this boat to Gunnersville and catch a 8-pounder on a frog. But it does feel good to like, especially fishing that kayak. I posted one of my kayaks on Marketplace today. Might be an end of an era. I still have 3, but I'm excited. I love this thing so far. I'm just trying to get the first fish in it.
What is it gonna be?
What are you throwing?
Crankbait.
Well, Greg's probably gonna catch the fish in the boat. First one in the new boat. That crankbait if I had to bet. If I was a bed man. I like how this pond is. Like there's pads in it, but it's not all pads. Yeah. Or like the areas where there's grass and pads, there's grass and pads. There we go. Oh, he came off. Hey. Could have been. There he is. First one in the new boat, baby. Let's go. He's not huge, but ate the chatterbait. Let's go, boys. Awesome. Look at that. First one, new boat. Not a giant. Hopefully they'll only get bigger from here, but new adventure. Boat's officially mine. Haven't gotten it registered yet in my name, but I just registered it with Mother Nature. So new era. All the good memories and everything that were had in it before. Hopefully the guy had fun in it.
Washed all that away yesterday.
Yeah, all that.
All that out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Greg.
New memories.
I guess they saw that since we recorded it. New memories. It's a new era. Cool. Sweet. First one. Thank you, sir. Should have kissed him. Now let's kiss. Come on, guys. Make her kiss me. Have you seen that video?
And she got dared to, it was like a,
There's another one. The old chatterbait. Old chatterbait, baby. It's not a bad one. We're gonna put him in the boat. Touchdown. Then we're gonna step down here and get him. Boom. Gotcha. Sweet. There's number 2. All right, what were you saying? Family Guy Meg party?
oh, it was a costume party. So like, that's the way I think I can.
See what this thing looks like as a trailer. This could be a deadly combo. Some Maxin as a trailer. A Slobberknocker. I don't think I've ever done this before. Definitely not the first person to do it, but my first time. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that has a good, quick action. Dude, how about last night? I had a ladybug land on me. And then I had, I don't know if it was the same one, it was a different one, whatever, but I had 2 land on me today. There he is. Oh, he threw my craw off. They're just kind of hanging out in the middle. Sweet. We're going in the right direction, boys. That is the biggest fish in the new boat. He might go to. We're gonna weigh him. We got a scale. Let's see what we got here. We had a scale. We do have a scale. Let's see what we got. We got that is a cap. 0.5. 2-pounder on the dot. Sweet. Thank you, Mr. 2. See you later. It seems like they go back very quick and energetic when you send them in face first. Like if you kind of like torpedo them back in the water. You don't really throw them, you just drop them in face first. Seems like they might like that. I am kind of mad he slung my trailer off. I believe it. Dude, that was like my dream combo. Ooh, there he is. You throw it. I have another one. You want this one? I'll tie on a Slobberknocker.
I got one tied on.
No, they're like eating it good too when they get it. All right, there's number 4.
If you have any outboard suggestions, also let me know those. I'm between Honda, Mercury of course, and Tohatsu. All kind of looks like they're in the same price range. Honda looks like it's in a really good price range. Don't want to go used on the outboard just because I know I'm going to use it a lot. And, you know, I'd rather pay extra for the warranty and everything than buy one for, you know, 3/4 of the price of a new one and then have something happen. Even if it's still under warranty, I don't know, I just feel more peace of mind getting my own. So with that being said, guys, we finally did it. We finally have our bass boat on the channel. I'm super excited for it. And like I said, may be able to take some of y'all out fishing now and we can, I don't know, we can all enjoy it because I feel like it's kind of like our boat. Also may or may not want to wrap it. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. You should be excited. We're all excited. I will see y'all on the next video, guys. Don't forget to fish them hard. Because I definitely am and will be for the rest of this year. And we still have a full another summer next year to go fishing out of the boat. And time after that, So stay tuned. Peace.